What is up, everybody? It is Jason Orange here and welcome to another Clash of Clans video. So today I'm going to be going over a Town Hall 9 upgrade guide, basically going to give you guys a little bit of my input on the best things to upgrade first, as well as, what the main things to do, in order are at Town Hall 9. As I've recently hit Town Hall 9 on my mini account, I was able to, further kind of expand on my thinking on it, get my own personal opinion. I have run through articles, I have run through statistics of defenses, value that you would get out of certain troops, etc. And so I've put together a little upgrade guide that hopefully you guys will be able to use. Okay, so the first thing that I do want to mention is that if you are a Town Hall 8 heading to Town Hall 9, you want to make sure that all of your buildings are the max level for Town Hall 8. All of your buildings, all of your troops, especially your Barbarian King, you want to make sure that all of it is at the max level because it'll help your progression through Town Hall 9 a ton. There are two specific reasons why you do not want to rush your Town Hall. One of those reasons being you hit the next Town Hall with more upgrades to do since you didn't finish all of them at the previous Town Hall, and then also when upgrading your Town Hall, you get hit with a loot penalty for attacking Town Halls lower than you. So say for instance, you are a Town Hall 9 attacking a Town Hall 9. You are going to be getting 100% of the loot possible. But say for instance you are a Town Hall, say a Town Hall 10 hitting a Town Hall 9. You're getting roughly a 40% decrease in the loot that you can see in that raid. So it makes farming a lot more difficult when you're attacking lower town halls. And here's the thing, if you rush your troops and you don't have a strong offense, then you're not able to attack these higher level bases, which are the same town hall as you, and then it'll end up making your progression through the game a lot slower. So essentially my point in saying all of this is just don't rush your Town Hall. It's just really not worth it in the long run if you plan on going late game to get to Town Hall 11, Town Hall 12, etc. So now I want to go ahead and get into the upgrade priority list. So the first thing that you want to do at Town Hall 9 right when you upgrade is drop all of the new buildings that you unlock. At Town Hall 9, you're going to be unlocking the Archer Queen, another Elixir Collector, another Elixir Storage, another Gold Mine, another Gold Storage, another Archer Tower, 25 more walls, a Wizard Tower, an Air Defense, a Tesla, another Air Sweeper, another Giant Bomb, and 2 Seeking Air Mines, as well as both of your Expos. Now it is important that you hold out on your Expos, and I'll explain a little bit more on why you want to hold out. The biggest reason you would want to wait on your Expos is because of the high war weight that it will give your base. If you're running 2 Expos, whether they're level 1, level 2, whatever, it'll boost your war weight a ton. And if you're not able to take down a base with both Expos, then you're not going to be able to be viable in war. So my rule of thumb is wait to drop the Expos until you know you can 3-star a base with Expos with your army. That's probably the best mindset to have with them. So there's no real preference of when to put them down, but in my opinion, I would just wait until you can actually triple a base with Expos on it. Okay, so now that you've dropped all of your new buildings onto your base, the main upgrade priorities you want to work on are your army, such as your army camp, your laboratory, your spell factory, your dark spell factory. All of these buildings are getting an upgrade. The list you want to go through is probably your laboratory as the highest priority, because once you do that, you can use a power potion to get the max Town Hall 9 army for all the troops that you already have unlocked. As well as your barracks, you'll be unlocking the baby dragon, as well as your dark barracks, you'll be unlocking 2 new troops, the witch and the lava hound, so be sure to get those up as fast as you can. Also with Town Hall 9, you're going to be unlocking new army camp levels. Try and get these upgraded because once you have them all to the max level, you'll be able to hold 220 housing space. Okay, so now another big offensive building that's getting upgraded, you're going to be upgrading your spell factory and your dark spell factory. So with your spell factory, once it is upgraded, you can hold another 2 slots of housing space, which is super critical, as well as you'll be unlocking the jump spell and the free spell. Those are 2 definitely useful spells, so I would definitely recommend on upgrading this as fast as you can. As well as with the dark spell factory, you'll be unlocking the haste spell once it is upgraded, so it is super crucial that you get that done as well if you plan on doing Lalo attacks for war or whatever you choose to use them for. Okay, so now once you've done all of those buildings, a big thing is your Archer Queen. Now, you should have dropped your Archer Queen right when you upgraded to Town Hall 9. Try and save up some Dark Elixir because it is an instant unlock. Basically, you drop the Queen down and that's it. There's no upgrade time, there's no build time, nothing. You instantly get her. Try and get her up to level 5 as soon as possible so that way she can help you with farming. And the reason you would want to do that is because it unlocks her ability, the Royal Cloak, which will help a ton whenever you're hitting bases and trying to get a ton of loot. So now talking about all the offensive buildings that you want to upgrade, I want to go more into defensive buildings. So as I said at Town Hall 8 in my upgrade guide for Town Hall 8, it's essentially the same order that you would want to go in. With your defenses, you want to make sure that you have all your new defenses up to the same level that your other defenses were at Town Hall 8. So that way, say the max level for Town Hall 8 in terms of Wizard Towers is, I think it's level 5. You want to be sure that you get your new Wizard Tower up to level 5 just to make sure that it's up to par with the rest of your defenses. Once you do that, the order you want to upgrade your defenses in would be Splash, point defenses, and then traps. So when I say splash, I'm talking wizard towers, mortars. Point defense, I'm talking air defenses, archer towers, cannons, and then for traps, it's more Teslas and air sweepers. I kind of count air sweepers as a trap because it can, you can trap balloons into certain stuff. I don't really count it as a point defense because it's not really doing any damage. But yeah, that is the order that you probably want to do your defenses in. So concerning your walls, which are a new defense that you'll also be getting, because I can count that as a defense, you get 2 new levels of walls, and thankfully with the new Town Hall 12 update, they have cut the wall prices for these 2 wall levels in half, so they should be 10 times easier than what they were beforehand. Do these over time. Sometimes you may have excess loot that you just want to get rid of. Never leave your base empty with full storages. Say you're getting a free builder and you can only drop an elixir upgrade and that's it, and you don't get another free builder for like another 3 days. Put the gold into your walls, so that way you're not just sitting there with a full gold storage, because over time, over those couple of days, you'll probably build up the gold again to drop your builder right when it gets free. So take your time with the walls. You'll gradually do those. It'll probably be the last thing that you max out on your base as well. Now concerning traps as well, these are again something that are super easy to do. They cost 0 to no loot. You should be able to get through these perfectly fine. They just take time. So say you have a free builder and you can't stick him on anything, stick him on a trap so that way he's constantly working and getting value. Okay, so now I want to talk a little bit about the laboratory and the laboratory priorities. So I think the #1 upgrade you should do at Town Hall 9 right when your lab upgrades are your balloons. The jump from level 5 to level 6 balloons is probably one of the most significant jumps in troop levels in the game because they get so much more powerful and you can even use them for farming. Now, when it comes to war troops, such as, your Golem, your Hog Raiders, it all comes down to personal preference. You need to make sure that you can pinpoint the troops that you use most often, use the troops that you can see in army compositions, like say for instance you're a Goho player at Town Hall 8, you use Goho a ton, it's your favorite attack strategy. Try and work on the Golems and Hog Riders once you get your lab upgraded. It all comes down to personal preference. Now with farming troops, I would recommend getting your Barbarians, Archers, Goblins, Giants, and Wall Breakers upgraded. Those are your 5 most main farming troops that you could use. They're the most general things. Try and get those upgraded, but again, they're on a bit of a lower priority if you're more of a war player. If you're not a war player, then try and get those farming troops done. But again, it does not get rid of the fact that the Loon is the most powerful upgrade that you can do. So please be sure that you can get that upgrade done right when you hit Town Hall 9. Alright, so now another thing I want to talk about is heroes. You have 50 hero levels to complete at this Town Hall. This is the most of any Town Hall ever. You have 50 hero levels, you have 30 on your queen and 20 on your king to do. You will do these over time, and I'll say this now from personal experience, they will take you forever and a ton of grinding. But in the end, it is worth it. And when upgrading heroes, make sure that you're upgrading them in sets of 5. So don't upgrade your king to level 13 and then stop. Get him up to level 15, and the main reason you want to do that is because every 5 levels, the ability for the hero gets a buff, it gets an increase. So be sure that when you're upgrading your heroes, up them in levels of 5. Now I'm not saying drop them every single time like I would do. I would sit out of wars for 2 weeks, upgrade my heroes up 5 levels apiece, and then get back in wars for a little bit. I wouldn't recommend that exactly, but if you can get your heroes up at 5 levels at a time, it's super beneficial. Now, I went to Town Hall 10 with 25 heroes. Again, they take forever. If you have the patience and you want to grind it out, go for it. But if you're going to move to Town Hall 10 before upgrading your heroes to max level, the lowest you want them to be, this is like the bare minimum, and even then this is still not good, is 2020, and I would not go any lower than that. Ideally, don't even go below 25, because after that, once you hit Town Hall 10, it's going to affect you so much, and not only getting the other upgrades done, but also just in wars, they will not be as viable as, say, max level heroes at Town Hall 9 would be. So yeah, anyways, that is going to do it for this upgrade priority list. I tried to make this video as short as possible, as short and simple as possible, just to make sure that I can get as much information as I can in as little amount of time as possible, because I want to help you guys out. This has been a requested video for quite some time on my channel and my live streams. I know Cole actually was the most recent person who asked me to do this, and I'm doing this for you, buddy. I finally I got the incentive to go ahead and do it for you. So yeah, anyways, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for some more awesome Clash of Clans content. So yeah, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. See ya!